Today is July 18th, 2021. It is a very sad day at the White House. We were preparing the second segment of our interview with Lieutenant Randy Sutton, and we were mixing it down to an MP3 when right before our eyes we watched it disappear. We could not believe our eyes. We spent the whole day trying to recover it because it was brilliant, and we so wanted you all to hear it. Luckily, we had the final piece, which was separate as we did it in 3 segments. I am really, really upset and angry that in every way imaginable our free speech is being silenced. I'm personally banned from Twitter, shadow banned on Facebook. My messages say this post could not be sent. Now our home computer was hacked. Well, if that doesn't put the fear of God in you, you are lost. Sad as hell, I cannot offer you our entire interview. But here is part 3.
The Wounded Blue is going to continue its mission. We're going to continue to serve the men and women of this nation who are serving others. And we have an incredible event coming up.
I want you to tell everybody. I think it's going to be the best party of the year.
Well, okay, so this is amazing. It really, truly is. So we, as I told you, we were only 2.5 years old. Trying to raise money has been really, really difficult. I can't tell you the number of corporations that have told me, Randy, we really love what you do, but we can't put our names on it because it's the police. We were actually, I'm going to tell you something. This blew my mind. We're going to have an event September 11th in Tampa or in St. Petersburg. It's going to be a national pickleball tournament where we hope to raise a lot of money and bring huge awareness to the Wounded Blue. And pickleball players from around the nation, we're expecting 1 million of them to join together to celebrate law enforcement and to play pickleball.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I love it.
Okay, so the man who created this event is a amazing guy. His name is Billy McGee. I call him the Big Pickle. He actually likes that name. And he is he used to own the Tampa Bay Lightning. He was a tennis pro with Jimmy Connors back in that day. The guy is an amazing man. He's truly an entrepreneur, but also a patriot. So he came to me with this idea. I want to raise money for the Wounded Blue using pickleball. And we actually, the first alliteration of this where we were going to do a country music pickleball marathon. And so we went to Nashville where he knew a lot of people, and I met with him there, and we looked at locations. This is during COVID, so things were a little screwed up, but we were looking at to the future, right? And we were going to create this pickleball country music marathon. And we found a great venue for it. The head of the Chamber of Commerce was with us. We put this whole thing together. And I left and went back to Vegas. 2 days later, I get a call from Billy. And he told me this, and this still shocks me. He got a call from the head of the Chamber of Commerce saying, if you're going to support a police charity, you're no longer invited.
My God, that's awful.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Not today, sadly.
So we have been welcomed in St. Petersburg, Florida, and we are going to use this to celebrate the first responders on September 11th down in St. Petersburg, and this is going to be an amazing event. So that's one. But we had planned our first fundraising event for a couple of years ago, but had to stop it because of COVID. We're calling it the Brothers in Blue Bash, largest celebration of law enforcement unity and pride in America. And it's a fundraiser for the Wounded Blue. We had to change the dates, of course, because of COVID. Well, now it's going to be on October 30th at the beautiful Ahern Hotel in Las Vegas. Now,
he's doing so much good. What a great guy.
he's a great guy, but let me tell you how this happened, because this is truly what America is about. That's all we had planned, was this Brothers in Blue Bash. And I went to go see, because I'm trying to find sponsors for it. This is all about raising money. So I went to go see Guy Martin, man who owns Martin Harris Construction, one of the largest it is the largest construction company in Nevada and around the western states. And I went in to meet him through a guy on my board of directors, Chuck Lay, who owns one of the largest credit card processing companies, Cornerstone Merchant Services. He introduced me to Guy. I go in, shake his hand. I say, "It's great to meet you." And he says, "You don't remember me, do you?" Well, that's not always a good thing, And I said, "No, I don't." And he said, "I actually rode patrol with your squad when you were a cop, when you were a sergeant. His brother-in-law is a Metro cop who worked for me." So then when he said it, I remembered it. And so there was, there was a little bonding that took place. So I told him, we were creating this event, and I was hitting him up for money. He knew that's what I was there for. And I was looking for a $5,000 or $10,000 donation. So he listens to it, and he says, "Randy, I could stroke you a check for that, but I really love your mission. I want to know more." We sat there for hours, Margaret. He took a whole afternoon.
That's wonderful.
Blocked out everything.
That's what we love about America. There are those people out there.
Well, not only did he do that, but after we talked, he says, "Let me ask you something, Randy. If you wanted to have real impact on the lives of cops and you had the resources to do it, what would you do?" And I said, "I already know this because I've been thinking about this for a long time. I would create the greatest training program with the best presenters in the country on how to survive being a cop, how to survive every aspect of being a police officer.
In this day and age, that's not
Right.
easy."
No, exactly. And he looked at me, he says, "How much would that cost?" And quite honestly, I have no idea. So I just threw a number out. And it was a fairly substantial number. And he said, "I'm a little more interested in looking at that." And now, on October 28th, 29th, and 30th, we're having the first law enforcement survival summit ever held in the United States of America.
Oh, that is so wonderful. Thank God for men like him.
Exactly.
And you.
Well, I'm a vessel. I put stuff together. But he's a hero. He's a guy that puts his money where his mouth is a true patriot, and said, "We're going to help." He said, "Not only that, I want to do this every year." Think of that, Margaret. So he's a man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You wonderful man.
Right. And we're doing it. This is going to be, so April 28th, 29th, and 30th is the Law Enforcement Survival Summit. The night of the 30th, we're having the Brothers in Blue Bash.
And that everybody needs a ticket to. We need to just sell this thing out and show these men and women
actually,
that is it sold out already?
Well, are you familiar with a wonderful television personality on Fox called Tommy Lahren?
Love. Yes.
Well, I reached out to Tommy, and she's co-hosting it with me.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And as soon as we announced that, guess what?
Sold out. Better get your tickets. How do people get their tickets, Randy?
Well, at this point, we're not sure we're going to have any more room. The Ahern is doing its best to accommodate us because we need to see how many more people we can accommodate. Because right now, it is sold out.
That's wonderful.
And we're 4 months out.
That's wonderful.
So what we really truly need is we need sponsors.
Okay.
We need people to sponsor, not only business sponsors, because we have different ways that they can do that, but to sponsor items that we're going to be auctioning off.
Do you hear that? We need sponsors. I'm expecting everybody I know to do something.
And it could be as small as $100, really. And if you know what, and if they just want to donate to the Wounded Blue, believe me, we need it desperately.
I can't even fathom how you and your new organization can take on this behemoth of a project. We need help. We need help, and we need it from every city and every corner of this country.
We do, and I welcome. I'm getting some amazing support. There are different companies have come up and said, like, are you familiar with Mammoth Nation?
I'm not.
Mammoth Nation is a conservative shopping network, and they're only a year old. They've already got thousands and thousands of members. They're doing something amazing for us. They're doing some co-op advertising on Newsmax, and they have a product that they're selling because, you know, mental health is a situation that everyone is facing issues now.
Just watching the TV makes you have those issues.
So what they are doing is, if people purchase a product from them that is similar, it's an emotional support mental health program that they have, they're giving a Code 4 program to us to give to a cop for free.
That's wonderful.
So we're seeing this happen. So different business owners have been contacting me with how they
How
can
do
help.
they contact you, Randy?
I'm the easiest guy in the world to find. I'm Randy at thewoundedblue.org. Randy at thewoundedblue.org, and I talk to everybody that connects with me, and you know, I don't have much of a life anymore, but it still is. It's really inspiring to me to talk to people who want to play a positive role in creating a safer community for the American law enforcement officer.
A safer world, safer for your families. Randy, I can't thank you enough for taking time to talk with me today. I hope everybody out there listening understands what this organization is doing and finds a way that they can help. And God bless you, man.
Let me just say one more thing. We have a documentary film that we produced. It's on Amazon.com. It's called The Wounded Blue: Service, Sacrifice, Betrayed. It's a 72-minute full documentary film that will break your heart and tell you things that you never thought would be possible when a police officer is hurt or disabled. I urge people to watch that, because once they do, they will want to help the Wounded Blue.
Well, you know what to do. Where do they find it again, Randy?
Amazon.com.
Amazon.com, and it's called?
The Wounded Blue: Service, Sacrifice, Betrayed. But if they just put in The Wounded Blue, it'll come right up.
Go get it. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.